Hey guys, welcome back to my beauty stash, or welcome if it is your first time here. Hello, my name is Steph. I would love to have you become part of our makeup family. So be sure to click on that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy watching. Welcome to Love Fest week, guys. We are officially 1 week away from Valentine's Day, and this is a series I started on my channel last year where I did a daily video from now until Valentine's devoted to makeup that I love, makeup that I recommend, ranking, date night Valentine's Day looks, stay at home Valentine's Day looks. I did an anti-Valentine's Day look, everything devoted to love. And today I thought you guys would love a foundation ranking video. You guys like to watch ranking videos. You guys like for me to recap things, and I'm sorry I don't do like a monthly recap. Maybe that's something I can implement later in the year. It's just, I just get so busy with all these new releases. You guys know I try a lot of new releases, and sometimes it definitely gets overwhelming here in my stash, but I wanted to do this foundation ranking video to kick off Love Fest week. Guys, I am hoping to have a giveaway at the end of Love Fest week, but I'm not entirely sure. I might have to delay that giveaway until a little bit later because I'm kind of eyeing things that I want to do for that giveaway, or what I want to get for the giveaway, I should say. And unfortunately, some of those items won't be released until Valentine's Day or after. So if I don't do a giveaway during this week, you can rest assured that there will be one coming up shortly after Love Fest week is over. So definitely stay tuned for that. But today I am going to rank all of the foundations that I tried in January 2022. I tried 11 different foundations. When you think about it, that was almost half the month, a different foundation for half of the month. So if it's your first time on my channel, welcome. My name is Steph. Love having you here. I'm a foundation junkie. I love trying new foundations and concealers. That is one of my most favorite things to do here on my channel. And guys, again, for reference, I am 39 years old. I have normal to oily skin, oily primarily in my T-zone. My nose is the oiliest place on my face. I like to have a natural glow to my skin, but I want to be matte in my T-zone. I tend to go more for medium to full coverage foundations, and I tend to look more for neutral to warm tone foundations when I choose a shade. And I tell you guys this, that way you can have in the back of your mind, okay, so this is why I'm ranking these a certain way, because I know those of you out there with dry skin, you might have ranked things differently. The foundations I'm going to show you, you might have ranked them in a totally different way, and that's okay. Whatever works best for you. I am just ranking in the way that things worked best for me, and I really hope you guys enjoy this video. I hope at the very least you find it helpful, especially if you're on the hunt for that new Holy Grail foundation. I think I got you covered in today's video. Everything that I am talking about, I will have it linked in the description box, along with the little makeup that I am wearing. If you're wondering about my earrings, they are from Kendra Scott, but they are oldies. These were a gift a friend gave to me a few months ago, and how cute do they look with my new little Target sweater? This I got yesterday, or day before yesterday. So I'll have this linked because I'm pretty sure this is on the Target website, but the earrings are old, but just know they are from Kendra Scott. And some of the links in the description box are affiliate links, so if you do end up shopping through them, I thank you so much for supporting me and my channel. Are you ready? Are you ready for Love Fest week? I'm excited. I'm excited just to share love, to show my love to all of you guys, and just thank you all so much for always supporting me and sending me your love from far, far away. That just makes me so happy. So happy to know that people from the UK, from New Zealand, from Germany, you guys are watching me down here in South Texas. That's just awesome. So let's get started with today's video, guys. If you all want to see what topped my foundation list and what lined the bottom for January 2022, keep on watching. All right, guys, so 3 of the foundations I no longer have. 1 I gave away, and 2 I returned because they were just, no, they were nightmares. So let's start with one of the ones I returned, and I think I mentioned this to you, and it is unfortunately from Jaclyn Cosmetics. This is her new skin tint. I did try the concealer as well, and the concealer was no better. Guys, I don't know if you all checked out my review and wear test over this new skin tint from Jaclyn Cosmetics, but it was difficult. Day one, oh my God, I don't think I've had such a bad experience with a foundation product or tinted moisturizer or anything like that in quite some time. That was definitely a memorable experience because I have never wanted to remove my makeup so bad. I had never seen my skin look so ugly. And that was day one with me not wearing it with any helping products like primer, powder, setting spray. Man, it was bad. It was bad. Day two, it did redeem itself a little bit, but it still wasn't perfect. And I'm still wondering and thinking that this was not something that Jaclyn herself wanted to release. I feel like maybe she was told to release this by, you know, her other investors or whoever, you know, helps her run the business. Because those of you who have watched Jaclyn for quite some time, you know she is all about the complexion. She's all about full coverage. She is our full coverage queen. She just knows complexion, and to me, this just didn't seem like something that she would do for her first complexion launch. I really expected us to get something full coverage, and that's what I'm still hoping for. I am not giving up on the brand because I do enjoy her brand, and I'm actually wearing one of her lip cushions right now. Is it lip cushion or liquid lipstick? I think it's a lip cushion. And there's a lot of products that I do love, but the concealer and the skin tint were definitely a no-go for me. Coming in at number 10 is from Pacifica. I really wanted to like the skin tint. I do enjoy Pacifica as a brand. They are vegan, they are cruelty-free. They make some really unique products, and I just think there's something a little bit different to look at when we go to Ulta, when we go to Target, because you can find Pacifica at Target, and there's some things, you know, in their line that I do enjoy. This skin tint was not one of them. It didn't do much. It did kind of neutralize the redness, but not by much. And at the end of the day, it just looked like I was wearing nothing at all. And if that's how my skin is going to look, like I have nothing on it, then I might as well not have anything on it. So unfortunately, this was a miss for me. And this I did end up returning because I was never going to use it again. Coming in at number 9 is something that I did pass along to a friend because this product just wasn't for me, and it unfortunately comes to us from Laura Mercier. This is her new illuminating skin tint. I forget the correct name, but you guys are gonna be looking at it right now on the screen. This was a nice product, but it didn't really last that long on me, and me that I'm a normal to oily skin type, I feel like I didn't get what I needed from it. I feel like if you have dry skin or normal dry combination skin, I think this might work better for you. And one of you recommended to mix it in maybe with a full coverage foundation, like a matte full coverage foundation, even a medium natural matte finish foundation, to kind of add that bit of a glow to it and also that hydration. And I like that idea a lot. That's what I ended up doing with the Urban Decay Stay Naked Tinted Hydrator. I didn't like that personally on me, and I have found that mixing that product in with other more full coverage foundations, it really helps to give that soft glow that you guys know I love. Unfortunately, this Laura Mercier product alone on me, even with powder, it just didn't do it for me. And for being an almost $50 tinted moisturizer, because that's what it's, a tinted moisturizer, that's a lot. That's a lot of money for something that's not going to perform and do the things that you need it to do. But fortunately, I was able to find another home for it, and I know the person I gave it to is enjoying that product quite a bit. All right, guys, coming in at number 8 is this new one from Maybelline. This is the first time that I try a tinted oil, and this is part of their new green edition line. This is the, it's just, oh, the Superdrop tinted oil. Now, I have the shade 30 in this, but what I did notice when I purchased this foundation, I got this from Walmart, but I have seen it already available on the Ulta site. There was no shade 20. It was like 10 and then 30 and then 40, 50. I want to say there were 8 shades of this available. So this shade 30 is a little dark on me. Now, the good thing is it's a tinted oil, so you can kind of just blend it into the skin. The shades tend to be a bit more forgiving, but this was a fairly decent product. On me and my normal to oily skin, I definitely need to powder this down in order for it to work, but it did well. It did well with powder. It's not my favorite. It's not my favorite skin tint, but it wasn't terrible. It's definitely not the worst. And I think those of you out there with full-on dry skin, this might be something you want to check out. I know a couple of you have told me that you did plan on ordering it or that you had ordered it already. So please, guys, I love it when you come back and let me know how the products that you tried based off of my, video recommendation, my review, what have you. I love it when you come back and tell me how they worked, whether they worked or they didn't, but I appreciate you telling me that information because that also helps me in recommending products to you guys. Obviously, I have one type of skin. I don't have dry skin. I am a normal oily in my T-zone, so I can only speak on that. I can do the best of my ability to recommend products for people other than the skin type that I have, but at the end of the day, you all know your skin best, and I just do my best to recommend to you guys what I can, what I think is worth checking out, and I do think this is worth checking out, especially with those of you who have dry skin. It retails for about $9, so not too bad, and it's a tinted oil. This is something unique. Again, I had never tried anything like this before. Very lightweight, but it does feel like you are putting an oil on your skin. So if you are along the lines of the similar skin type as I have, you're definitely going to want to powder down and go in with a mattifying primer. Coming in at number 7, we have the first of 2 powder foundations on my list, and that is this one from Tarte. This is their newly reformulated, what is the official name of this? This is the Amazonian Clay Powder Foundation. I'll have the official name down here. I picked this up from QVC and it did come with a brush, and I'm looking around for the brush because I know it has to be here somewhere on my vanity and I'm not seeing it, but it's a nice brush. It's a nice brush and the set retails for $39. I don't think you can buy that set for $39 on the Tarte website. I want to say the set retails for $45 on the Tarte website. So I'm going to have this linked to both places and you guys just go with whatever is easier for you to order with if this is something that you want to pick up. But I genuinely like this powder foundation. This is the first and only Amazonian Clay product in the Tarte line that I like. Everything else has been a disaster on my skin, and Tarte recently released a new concealer and that is already on its way to me, so I'll be trying that out for you as soon as I can. But this was a nice loose powder foundation. I picked up the shade 18N, which is Fair Light Natural, or Fair Light Neutral I should say. And this is a pretty good shade match for me. I felt I got really good coverage out of this, and if you like Tarte foundations, if you're into Tarte as a brand, this is definitely something worth checking out. You could even use this as your setting powder with maybe something along the lines of a tinted oil, and then you go in with this on top to really give you the hydration over here and then the coverage over here from the powder foundation. But this was a nice release from Tarte and I'm really pleased with it. Number 6 is the new Nars foundation. I wore this all weekend. If you watched any of my BH Cosmetics videos where I was talking about or showcasing the new like Mystic Zodiac palettes, I wore this foundation in all 3 of those videos. This is the new light reflecting foundation and I finally have my perfect shade match in a Nars foundation, and that is the shade Gobi. I'm going to give this a good shake. It even says on the back to shake it really well, and I do want to swatch it for you guys in case you were wondering about this particular foundation. That is it right there. This is a nice one. This is a nice foundation. I don't feel like it lasts as long as I would like it to. when you see the other foundations in my ranking video here, all of those foundations genuinely last about 10 hours. This one, however, I feel like I get maybe a good 8 hours out of it, and then it starts to not look so great. I definitely have to wear this with a setting powder and like a pore filling or mattifying primer as well. This is how this particular foundation works best on me, but I do like it. It does provide a nice, healthy glow to my skin. It doesn't cause me to get excess oily. It does wear well, just not for that 10 hours that I needed to. And you know what? That's fine. It's still a nice foundation. All right, guys, we are now in the top 5. The top 5 foundations that I tried out for you guys in January. Next on the list, in the number 5 spot, is from L'Oreal, and this is the new Age Perfect 4-in-1 Tinted Balm. Now, like the Maybelline, this is a little off as far as the shade. It was kind of hard for me to decide which shade to go with, so I went with the shade 10 Light, and that's what it looks like. Let me go ahead and swatch it back here on my hand. As you can see, it is a tinted balm, kind of like a skin tint, so the formula is very forgiving. The shades are very forgiving. This is a beautiful product, just the name Tinted Balm, and I've said this in the review video, but there's something about the words tinted balm that sounds so juicy and glowy and beautiful, and this definitely lives up to its name. This little beauty retails, how much was this? Was this 15 bucks? This is, yeah, kind of up there. L'Oreal has been getting a little more pricey when it comes to, you know, their foundations and stuff, but this is definitely hydrating without being like overly shiny and making you look greasy or things like that. This worked well with and without powder, but I definitely like to wear this with powder, especially in my T-zone, well, especially my nose. My nose is the oiliest place on my face, and for me, most of these foundations that have like that natural glow or luminous finish or dewy finish, they're gonna work best on my skin type when I set the T-zone. So I enjoy this tinted balm. I highly recommend checking it out. Like the Maybelline, it is a limited shade range, but because the shades are forgiving, I picked mine up from the Walmart website, but I have seen it on Amazon. I don't know if I've seen this yet at Ulta. If it's at Ulta, I'll have it linked, but right now I'm just gonna link it wherever I can find it. This was a popular video for me. A lot of you watched this video, picked up some new subscribers. To all of my new subscribers, hi there, welcome, thank you for being here. But a lot of you seem to enjoy this foundation review and wear test, and I enjoyed making it for you guys because that is a good tinted balm from L'Oreal. Now, coming in at number 4, we have Miss Charlotte Tilbury. Now, I have 2 different shades in the Charlotte's Beautiful Skin Foundation. I have 2 different shades because I ordered them from 2 different places. I wasn't sure which one I could get delivered first, but actually the place that I ordered from that arrived first was all the way in the UK. So this is the shade 4N, and I'm gonna swatch them both. I have 4N and 3N. I believe 4N is the one that I featured in the video. So it is right here. That kind of does seem like, you know, it's a decent shade match, but once you start blending it out on my skin, it did look a little too dark for me. Now I'm doing 3N next to it. 3N is definitely more my skin tone right now. I guess I didn't put as much of the 4N on there. So there you can see there is 4N and then that's 3N. So 3N is definitely the better shade match on me of the 2. This is a nice foundation. It really is a beautiful foundation, just the way it says. It lives up to its name, and I do feel like I can get a good 10-hour wear, providing, you know, I wear my primer and I wear a setting powder. That's just how things tend to work better, and I know a lot of us, that's how we do our makeup. We do our primer, our foundation, our concealer, and our setting powder. Sometimes we wear setting spray, sometimes we don't. And for me, that is just how foundation works better, lasts longer on my skin. This is a nice foundation. If you were just kind of wondering about it, you were kind of, you know, back and forth with it, and you've tried other Charlotte Tilbury foundations and they haven't worked for you, I am here to tell you, for me, this has been the best Charlotte Tilbury that I have tried. And I have Light Wonder. I would put Light Wonder in second place. And then I would put the Airbrush Flawless Filter Foundation in third place. I never tried her Magic Foundation. I heard mixed reviews on that one, so I guess I'll put that one in fourth place because I never tried it and I really don't intend to try it. But she did a great job with this one. Now, a couple of you have asked me, how does it compare to Estee Lauder Futurist Hydra Rescue Foundation? This is a beautiful foundation, like really, really nice. I'm a huge fan of Estee Lauder Foundation's complexion products, and if I had to choose to only live with one for the rest of my life, I'm gonna give it to the Estee Lauder Futurist Hydra Rescue. This one even has SPF. It has SPF 45. Not that that really matters because you always want to go in with a separate SPF, but I like the way this one wears a little bit better than I like the Charlotte. So in case you had any doubts or you were wondering, well, I can only get one, and you were maybe interested in the Estee Lauder, but then you were kind of interested in the Charlotte, go for the Estee Lauder. So landing in the number 3 spot, we have a drugstore powder foundation, which is what I am wearing today. And I got finally my correct shade, and I'm talking about e.l.f. This is the new e.l.f. Camo Powder Foundation. Now, when I reviewed this foundation, I went in with this shade right here. This shade is 210N. This is too dark for me. This is definitely gonna be one that I wear in the summer. Now, I know it's hard to tell on my hand, but trust me, when you watch that review video, if you've watched it already, then you guys know that is a little too dark for me. This is the shade that I am currently wearing, and go figure, it is a cool tone shade. I usually go for neutral to warm tone foundations. This one is in the shade 150C, and I think it is a really nice shade match for me. Let me just go ahead and swatch it next to 210, and you can see, well, you kind of can't even see because 150 is definitely a good match for me, but there's 150 right here and 210 is over here. So I like it, guys. This is such a quick and easy product to apply and go. And I use this brush in particular to apply this foundation. This is the BK Beauty 106 brush. And all I do is just pick some up and start buffing into the skin. I like wearing this to work because I do wear a mask on and off throughout the day at work, and it is so easy to touch up a powder foundation versus a liquid foundation. And so I've just really been enjoying this product so much. It provides amazing, amazing coverage. And of course, I do my concealer first. I usually just do concealer under the eye area, and I'll put a little bit on my nose. That's what I did today. And then I apply this everywhere else. I didn't like setting my eyes with this. That is one thing I do not recommend doing, but use this everywhere else besides the under eye area. I do feel like it accentuated some of the texture I have there, but everywhere else it looks flawless. I love the way it makes my complexion look, and for being a powder foundation, this is pretty awesome. And it's even awesome that it's a fantastic price. I think this was 10 bucks, maybe 12 bucks at the most. You do get a little sponge in here. Let me show you the newer one. I haven't used it yet. I prefer using it with a brush. I picked up my new shade from the Ulta Beauty website, and I picked up the wrong shade from the e.l.f. website, but wherever you can find it, I highly recommend checking it out. All right, guys, we have 2 foundations left. And those of you who have been watching my channel this past month, I think you know which 2 are left. Coming in the number 2 spot, we have Miss Dior over here. This is the newly reformulated Dior Forever Foundation. This is the matte version of this particular foundation. And this is a transfer-proof 24-hour hydration. It does have SPF 15, which again, don't rely on that SPF to be your one and done. And I picked up the shade 1W. I recently told one of my friends who was asking for a flawless foundation recommendation for full-on oily skin, I told her to buy this one. She was like, no, it's $52. I told her, yes, I know it's $52, but it is worth every penny of those 52 bucks. Trust me, this is a gorgeous, gorgeous foundation. I hadn't tried the original foundation. I had only tried the original in the Skin Glow foundation, so I was able to compare both. But here is what 1W looks like. This is a great shade match for me. This is a warm shade. This is perfect for me. I could even get away with 1N because I do tend to use 1N in Dior complexion products. This will for sure get you 10, 12 hours of wear. I like to powder it down. It even helps me get a longer wear out of it. But this is just your workhorse foundation. If you need to look flawless all day long, you want coverage, you still want it to be comfortable, and you have normal to oily, full on oily, go for this foundation. This is the Dior Forever Foundation. This is not the Skin Glow. This is the mattifying one. This is beautiful. I know it's pricey, but it's worth it. Now, coming in at number 1, you guys have to know. You have to know. I just talked about its sister, and it is the Dior Forever Skin Glow Foundation. This is the newly reformulated Skin Glow, and like I just mentioned, I did do a review comparison video trying the old formula to the new formula. The new formula won, but not by much, because this is definitely, both of them are beautiful foundations. If you still have some of the old one, use it up, and then if you liked it, go buy the new one. If you never experienced the old formula, then this is all you need to know about. This is a really, really pretty foundation. This is, of course, going to give you more of a glow, but it's not going to be an intense glow. This is just going to be just that naturally radiant, beautiful, healthy glow. This lasts just as long as the matte, if not longer. I just love it. I think this is such a beautiful foundation. Out of all of them, this one definitely tops my list by a good margin. By a good margin. I have the same shade as I had in the matte, which is 1W. In the older version, I had the shade 1N, and that was a great shade match for me as well. In my review, I did swatch several different foundations, so if you want to go back and watch that video, you can, pause it to see the different swatches that I put up there. But this product is definitely worth every penny. It is also $52, just like the other one. This one also has SPF 15 in it. And I just think if you're looking to add a new foundation, a foundation that is going to just be seamless and give you that airbrushed look while still giving you a beautiful, just healthy glow, providing good coverage, lasts 10 plus hours, this is a nice one. Like, I've always loved Dior complexion products, and they did not disappoint with this new formula. If you're curious about the new formula, they added more skincare ingredients. They're putting those skincare claims on this product and on both of them, to whereas the more you use it, the better your skin is going to look. I've already talked about that in my review videos, so I'm not going to mention it again. All I'm going to say is rely on your skincare and the help of your dermatologist to get whatever issues you have with your complexion under control. All right, guys, so that's it. Those were all 11 foundations that I tried in the month of January. That's a lot. When you stop to think about it, that's almost half of the month I spent trying new foundations. I have worn these foundations since, most of them since, so it wasn't just a 2-day thing. I have worn them again, and so I feel very confident with the way I ranked these foundations. I even threw in some Estee Lauder in here. So hopefully some of these foundations will be able to address your complexion concerns when it comes to foundation. Let me know your thoughts. Sound off in the comments down below. Did your favorites top my list? Maybe your favorites unfortunately made the bottom of my list. I hope that wasn't the case, but let me know what you thought of today's video. I want to thank you guys so much for watching another one of my videos. You all have a great day or night, wherever it is you all are at. Stay hydrated, guys. Drink your water. Cheers. And I will see you all very soon. Bye.